Part 2 of Cooking with Foil brings us back to the grill this time, but with breakfast. You didn't know it was part 2. Did you even know there was a part 1? Look, a little while ago, we did the beginning of grilling season with 3 things. One of them was a Spanish-inspired sort of shrimp scampi thing called gambas al ajillo. Look at how beautiful those are. You did it in foil on the grill, it was so good. And Max said, that's so fun. What if we did a little mini series of cooking in foil on the grill? And we're gonna do that in today's breakfast. It's Mexican inspired. But listen, here's why you wanna cook in foil on the grill or at the campground. Because it's easy. You minimize the pots and pans, and that means you minimize the cleanup. And that means wherever you are, you fling the stuff in, you seal it up, you throw it on, and off you go.
You let the heat do the work.
Thank you, Max. You let the heat do the work,
Heat changes things.
which is obvious as F. Yes, heat does change things.
Hey, fuck
don't
you,
make
that's
me.
your
Hey,
saying.
don't make. I'm
heat
not.
changes things. That's obvious as F.
Do you think they want to hear us argue? Just let me say, there was a time when Max and I argued. Oh boy, did we argue. I don't know if any of you have ever worked with family, but here's my suggestion. Don't. Now, we get along great now. We have little tiny moments, but you have little tiny moments with everybody. Imagine working with somebody as closely as we do. Of course there's gonna be times, but we get along great. So basically what I have here is a collection of a bunch of junk that was in my fridge. These things. I mean, there's a couple spices and stuff like that. We're gonna throw all these things into some foil and bang them on here. Let them cook a little, let them sizzle a little. Then we'll open them up, we'll crack some eggs in, close it back up, let it finish. And that will come out and go on tortillas, and it'll be warm and luscious and fantastic. The tortillas will warm here too, of course. Why not? Ready? Let's go. All right, let's start with vegetables. A little fridge cleaning, but that's the beauty of this. Whatever you've got, you can use. Like red onion, yellow onion. I've got some Holland peppers, a little serrano, some leftover pasillas, and some tomatoes. These, we just want to chop everything up. So let's start with our onion. Some of this, perfect. A little red. And now let's see, the serranos are pretty spicy. So let's take maybe half. We'll get rid of this inside. We don't need this. We'll go like that. Then we'll cut this. This will be fairly small because too big of a bite of a serrano, you know, for some people will be spicy. The Holland peppers, I don't find very spicy, and I love them. So we'll leave the seeds in. We'll just chop this guy up. The pasilla / poblano. We'll cut these guys like this, like this. I'm not kidding, anything you've got is appropriate. You've got roasted vegetables from the night before, you could throw them in, that would be fine. And I've got some tomatoes, and I love tomato in a breakfast thing like this. Well, that first one was super squishy, wasn't it? Told you, cleaning up my fridge. If you want to give them another little cut in half, you can do that. Just make the bites a little bit smaller. Let's throw all of this into our bowl so we can season it up evenly. If you have potato, cooked, leftover potato, you can throw it in, no sweat. All right, I gotta wipe this. Clean as you go, that's what we do. Beautiful, right? It says carnitas, extra leftover carnitas. Now here's the deal, anything that you're gonna cook this way, the protein like this, you're gonna want already cooked. Breakfast sausages should already be cooked. Leftover chicken, already cooked, that kind of thing. It's not going to be on the heat long enough to cook steak. So mix these guys a bit. We'll give them a little shot of oil. We'll give a little chili powder. Like, make this profile anything you want. You don't want to use this, don't use this. You want to use Italian seasoning and leftover pepperoni. That's actually not a bad idea. You could do that. And then salt and pepper. And then this will get mixed again. All right, that's beautiful. Think of it as a hash that could be anything you want. One more thing I'm going to put in. Black beans. Oh God, one of my favorite things ever. I'm a huge fan of refried beans, but these guys just bring a beautiful little extra note. And if you hate beans, don't put them in. Once again, this is all about what you want. But the point is, it's easy. And apart from messing up this bowl, there's no other mess. All right, foil time. All right, this is 2 sheets of heavy duty foil. I'm gonna just make my mark. Like that. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this and put it in, but before I do, I need to add some garlic because I forgot the garlic. And this is gonna be a good thing to add. So a quick mix. All right, now some spray because we don't want this stuff sticking. So I'm putting it here. And on we go like this. Beautiful. This is gonna come over like that. We'll seal, and we'll seal this way, then the outside too, and there. We've made ourselves a beautiful little envelope. This is gonna cook nicely. It's fairly flat in here, so it's gonna cook evenly, and that's important. My grill, I want about 350 degrees, and it should be there soon. So let's go. All right, my grill is on low, and we're ready to go. We're gonna come back in about 20 minutes when that's all warmed up, and then the eggs will happen. All right, that's just chilling. There's really nothing to do. It's on low-ish, low, just maybe a little bit past that. What we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna throw tortillas on so we can wrap those up now. And then we also want to add eggs that we're gonna sort of make a little indentation and crack them on, and then throw some cheese on too. The eggs are gonna be 7-8 minutes from start to finish. Once they go on, the tortillas, about the same thing. So we'll get these ready so they're ready when the eggs happen, right? Ready? Oh shit. Foil tortillas. I like to just do this and then this. Perfect. It's been 10 minutes, I think. Let's have a look. Oh, you know, they make these things called gloves that might be a wise addition to my setup.
We literally have Sam the Cooking Guy hot gloves somewhere.
I know, but that's okay. So let me turn this so you can see, and look at that. How beautiful is that? Here's what we do. We're gonna take a spoon and make some indentations. I think I can actually do like 3 eggs in here, and we'll go like this. We'll crack and in. Crack and in. Crack and in. Beautiful. We season, of course, salt and pepper. And now let's just add some cheese in here, because melty cheese and eggs and all this gorgeousness is just it's the way to go, isn't it? So this now I'm gonna seal gently. Not all the way down, of course, just to help it steam a bit, like that. And I can do this with it. And remember this, kid? On he'll go, and we'll come back in about 5-6 minutes and see how we're doing. All right, it's only been about half the time, but Max is anxious to see. You ready, Max? Ta-da! Ah! You can see they're starting to set. Obviously not yet, but the bubbling around the edges inside. Oh, it's gonna be great. But you know, there's a expression in the barbecue world. You wanna know what it is? If you're looking, you're not cooking. So go away. And we're there. Let's take it off and consume. And voila. Oh, man, damn. You know what it needs, Max? Say it. You can't let this happen without a little green on top. It's what makes it prettier. Remember these guys? If you're just tuning in, this is not an ear of corn. This is nicely warm flour tortillas. Oh, I'm so happy. So now you take some tortilla like this, and you go boom into your beautiful yolk. Lovely. Now you get some of the egg. Gosh. Carnitas, the vegetables, the beans, the onions, the peppers, and you consume. I know you want this. Fuck. If I was going camping, I would have everything in the foil packet, with the exception of the cheese and of course the eggs, before I left the house. And then when I got there, out of the cooler, onto the fire. Just like that. And when I was done, this happens. Cleanup is over. How great is that? And whether you throw this on a grill, a camp stove, the thing over a fire and rocks in the ground, or the swinging thing, we cooked on one of those once, it all works out. It's like 15 minutes, less than 20 minutes start to finish, and you're eating really great. Thanks for being here. Don't eat the same thing all the time. Don't cook the same things the same way all the time. I get to add that. And go to shopsdcg.com for, well, you know, stuff, because we got stuff. Swag. We have boxer shorts now. No, we don't. We don't have boxer shorts. We will never have boxer shorts. Suppose you should never say never, right?
Because we have tighty whities.
We don't have tighty whities. We'll never have those either.
Is that racist?